This is a final invitation for you to awaken before the door I am opening, not with greed or haste, but with faith, wisdom, and a heart that knows how to listen. My beloved child, I want you to pause in this moment and understand that there are opportunities in life that do not come merely to make you happy for a brief moment, but to awaken you from the sense of lack that has clung to you for far too long. I have seen the seasons when you looked around and wondered why others were moving forward while you were still struggling under so many burdens. I have seen you quietly calculating, saving, trying to remain steady day by day, even while your heart was often tired. I know that your prayers are not only for yourself, but also for your family, for the people you love, for the generations that have passed through lack, hardship, and long nights not knowing what tomorrow would bring. Therefore, I speak to you today with the love of a father. Do not close your heart to my provision, but also do not trade your peace to chase the empty promises of the world. My child, there are blessings I prepare that do not look the way you imagined. Many times you think change must come through a glorious encounter, through powerful people calling your name, through an unexpected door opening before everyone's eyes. But I want you to look deeper. I can use influential people to help you, open a way through connections you have never known, and cause hearts to become generous toward you at the right time. But what I give is never only outward brightness. True blessing from me always comes with peace, integrity, and wisdom. It does not pull you into the fear of missing out. It does not force you to rush, and it does not cause you to lose clarity. When I open a door, I also give you eyes to recognize whether that door belongs to the light. When I lead you into a new season, I do not want you to have possessions in your hands while your heart remains empty. I want you to have inner steadiness, so that what you receive will not lead you away from me. I know you have cried over money, over unpaid expenses, over dreams that had to be put aside, over the feeling that you were always standing outside the good things others seem to enter easily. There were nights when you silently stared at the ceiling, your mind filled with questions no one could hear. You wondered whether your life would forever be a loop of effort and lack, whether your labor would one day be rewarded, whether your family would ever step out of worries passed from one season to another. I do not take lightly a single sigh of yours. I do not overlook your endurance on the days when it seemed nothing was changing. But I also want you to understand that prosperity in my purpose does not begin with money. It begins with a heart set free from fear, from shame, and from the belief that you must fight and compete in order to have a portion. What I am doing in your life may be quieter than you hoped, but it is deeper than you think. I am rearranging the way you see your worth. I am teaching you that you are not someone forgotten on the margins. I am lifting you out of the feeling of smallness, so you may know that your life carries meaning far beyond the numbers in your hands. There have been people who doubted you, circumstances that made you feel unworthy of support. But I do not look at you through their eyes. I call you by name in love. I have placed within you the ability to rise, learn, build, manage, and expand. I do not only want to place something great in your hands, I want to form within you a foundation strong enough for you to hold that great thing with faithfulness and humility. Therefore, if an encounter, An opportunity, an invitation, or a new door is drawing near. Step into it with watchfulness. Do not let your heart be swept away by promises that sound too sweet while forgetting to test them by peace. Do not let long seasons of lack make you rush to grasp anything that is called a blessing. My blessing does not need darkness in order to hide, does not need deception in order to succeed, and does not require you to trade your conscience in order to receive it. What comes from me will not demand that you do what is wrong, will not cause you to lose your dignity, will not make you forget the poor, and will not harden your heart toward those who once stood where you have been. I can lift you up, but I want you to be lifted in the light. I can open financial doors, but I want you to pass through them with clean hands and a grateful heart. My beloved child, the generations before you may have passed through lack, but lack is not your final inheritance. The cries that once echoed through your family do not have the right to decide your future forever. I can turn an old stream into a new spring. I can teach you to manage the small thing in order to prepare you for the greater thing. I can place beside you the right mentors, timely opportunities, healthy ideas, and upright relationships. I can open a path for you that is not based on luck, but on guidance, discipline, and trust. But you must walk with me each day. Do not only wait for a miracle to fall, while forgetting to sow seeds through faithfulness. Do not only wait for a powerful hand to call your name, while forgetting that I am also using your own hands to build the future. I have seen you trying in silence. I have seen you endure dismissive glances, times when you were overlooked, moments when you felt you had no voice in rooms where others held power. But I say to you, your recognition does not begin with them, it begins with me. When I place value upon you, no one can take that value away. When I open the right door, false doors will lose their attraction. When I prepare a table for you, it is not so you may become proud before those who once doubted you, but so you may learn to live more generously, mercifully, and purely when more is entrusted to you. I do not lift you up so you can look down on others. I lift you up so you can become evidence that my mercy can restore a person who has been wearied by life. Let your heart be ready, but do not let it become greedy. Let your faith open, but do not let it become blind. Believe that I can do beyond what you planned, but also remember that every good thing must be received with discernment. If an opportunity comes, bring it into prayer. Look to see whether it produces peace or chaos, whether it calls you into integrity or pushes you toward shortcuts, whether it brings you closer to me or causes you to forget your source. I do not want you to miss what I have prepared, but I also do not want you to be swept into something that only looks like a blessing while carrying bondage within. You do not need to be afraid. I can protect you from what is false and lead you to what is true. Now, I invite you to lay down the belief that you must always live within old limitations. Let me break the fear of lack within you. Let me heal the marks left by years of worry. Let me teach you to receive without panic, to give without fear of running dry, to work without losing peace, and to succeed without departing from humility. What I am preparing for you is not only a change in circumstances, but a maturing of the heart. When you learn to receive blessing with integrity, that blessing will not stop with you. It will flow to your family, to the people you touch, and to the places that have been dry from lack of hope. My child, if today you feel an invitation sounding within your heart, respond with watchfulness. Tell me that you are willing to be led, willing to step through the door at the right time, willing to leave behind a poverty mindset, willing to manage what I entrust to you with faithfulness. Do not rush, but also do not delay because of fear. Do not exclude yourself from good things simply because the past has disappointed you. I can still renew your story. I can still bring helpers, opportunities, resources, and directions you have never imagined. But above all, I want you to remember that the greatest treasure is not the possession in your hand, but my presence leading you through every season. When you have me, you will know how to receive what is given without being ruled by it. When you walk with me, you will not only enter abundance, but also a life that is clear, open, and covered by my enduring grace. Do not be surprised when you receive an unexpected call, an invitation that comes when you are not prepared, or a message that seems very small yet opens a direction that can change the entire road ahead of you. My beloved child, there are connections that do not come from your own calculations, not from efforts you tried to arrange by your own strength, and not from the vague luck that the world often speaks of. There are people, doors, and moments that I place in their proper position like stars in the night sky. Waiting only for the moment, I speak for everything to begin moving. What you thought was coincidence may be the mark of grace. What you thought was an ordinary message may be the first knock on a door I prepared long ago. What you thought arrived too late has actually come at the right time. Because I never lose rhythm in my plan for you. I have gone before you on roads you do not yet know you will have to walk. I have placed protection at turns you have not yet seen. Prepared support for days when you thought you would be alone. And quietly broken old cycles that have clung to your family through many painful seasons. There are lacks that did not begin with you, but you have had to carry their consequences. There are fears, narrow ways of thinking, limiting words, and failures passed down like a silent cloud over generations. But I am telling you that cloud has no right to remain forever over your lineage. What your father could not build, I can place in your hands the courage and wisdom to build. What your mother was once denied, I can open for you in the most beautiful timing. The doors once closed before those who came before you cannot stop my hand from opening a new way for you and for those who come after you. Do not take lightly the yes you offer me today. One sincere response from you can become a seed for many seasons of blessing to come. When you choose faith instead of fear, obedience instead of delay, and walking with me, even before you see the whole road, you are not only changing your own rhythm, you are breaking an old pattern. You are opening a new flow. You are becoming the first in a long line of restorations I desire to bring through you. Your children, those connected to your life, and those who will be strengthened by your testimony will rest under the shade of the decisions you make in faith today. Some blessings do not stop with one person. They spread like a clear stream, touching families, communities, and lives you never thought you could influence. Therefore, do not call what is coming a coincidence. Do not make small what I am confirming within your heart. I am bringing you out of a season of lack, not only material lack, but also lack in faith. hope, boldness, and the ability to receive good things without feeling unworthy. You have grown accustomed to living in a state of waiting for something bad to happen, accustomed to protecting yourself, accustomed to thinking that whenever a door opens, something will surely come to close it again. But I am teaching you a new rhythm of life, to live as one who is loved, guided, protected, and called to enter holy abundance. That abundance is not only wealth in your hands, but peace in your heart, clarity in decisions, right relationships, timely opportunities, and the ability to become a source of blessing to others without being ruled by the fear of lack. You are standing very close to a turning, and I extend my hand not to pull you into an illusion, but to lead you into a more spacious life in me. But I ask you, will you walk with me? Or will you turn away again because of fear? Will you let faith lead the way? Or will you let old memories of disappointment drag you back into the cycle of delay? I have not chosen you for one moment that flares up and then fades. I have chosen you for a journey of transformation. I do not merely want you to receive one blessing and then continue living as before. I want you to be renewed in the way you see, the way you believe, the way you manage what I entrust to you, and the way you open your hands both to receive and to give. When I lift you up, it is not so you may become arrogant, but so you may become living evidence that my mercy can change the flow of a family, a painful history, and a chain of days that seemed unable to become different. The adversary has many times tried to bury you beneath weariness, disappointment, doubt, and words that made you feel small. It wanted you to believe that the seed within you had died, that what I placed inside you no longer had any chance to bloom, that you had missed your time, but it has failed. Because what I sow, I also preserve. I have watered that seed with promise, with grace, with the times you were lifted up when you yourself did not know why you could still continue. Dark seasons could not kill what I placed within you. They only caused your roots to cling more deeply to me. Opposition cannot erase what I have spoken. It only makes the day of fulfillment shine more brightly. You may have been covered for a time, but being covered is not the same as being buried. Some seeds must lie deep in the soil before they crack open and rise into the light. My promise for you does not shake according to your emotions, does not change according to circumstances, and does not lose power because others do not believe in you. I have promised restoration, and my restoration is not shallow. I restore both the parts you can see and the parts you hide. I have promised peace, not the fragile peace that exists only when everything is favorable, but a peace that can stand firm amid unresolved things. I have promised to bring you out of the position of always begging in fear and into becoming someone who can give with an open heart. I have promised that what was taken, what was delayed, what was wounded, and what was distorted by injustice are not beyond my power to turn around. I can give you more than what you lost, not only in quantity, but in the depth of healing, wisdom, and freedom. Now I am fulfilling each thing I have spoken over your life in my way and in my timing. Not one word from me falls uselessly to the ground. You may not yet see the whole picture, but I have arranged every line. You may not yet know where help will come from, but I have touched the right hearts at the right time. You may not understand how a door can open after many years of silence. But I am the one who is not limited by human rules. Financial blessing, new opportunities, timely support, and unexpected resources can all come not because you have exhausted yourself completely, but because my hand opens what you cannot create by yourself. I do not despise your hard work, but I do not want you to confuse every good thing as coming only from your own striving. There are things only grace can open. What I bring may come unexpectedly, unusually, beyond your familiar way of thinking. It may not travel the road you imagined, may not have the shape you prayed for, may not appear through the person you expected. But when it comes, you will recognize my hand through the peace that accompanies it, through clarity within your heart, through a quiet confirmation no one can counterfeit. I open doors no one can shut when it is my time, and I also close doors that once drained you. Doors you tried to hold on to because you feared nothing better would come. Do not mourn too long over what I have closed in order to protect you. There are places no longer permitted to wound you. There are cycles no longer allowed to pull you back. There are old roads that have ended because I am leading you into a new way. So stand firm in faith, but walk with wisdom. When the call comes, listen. When the invitation appears, discern. When the door opens, ask me and step through if my peace leads you. Do not rush because of ambition, but do not hesitate because of fear. I am teaching you to recognize timing. I am training you to become someone who can carry blessing without being led astray by blessing. Keep your heart humble when abundance comes. Remember that your source is me. Use what I entrust to you to build, heal, lift others, and sow life. For what I am about to do is not only so you may escape lack, but so you may become a sign that when I step into a family, a life, and a history, the old can pass away, and a new stream of blessing can begin from the sincere yes of a child who knows how to place their whole heart in my hands. You are not late at all. You are stepping directly into the time I appointed for you before you understood the meaning of the waiting seasons. My child, do not let what your eyes see in others make you think you have been left behind. Some are called into the light earlier. Some are lifted before crowds more quickly. Some seem to receive what you prayed for long ago. But you must remember that my timing does not operate according to the impatience of the world. I do not build your life in haste, nor do I place great things in your hands while the foundation within you has not yet been made firm. The years you thought were delays were actually seasons when I quietly trained you, purified you, taught you patience, kept your heart from pride, and made your faith no longer depend on the applause of people. You are not arriving late, you are arriving at the right time, with a heart prepared to preserve what I am about to entrust to you. The prosperity that once seemed to pass before you, the opportunities that seemed meant only for others, the doors that once closed just as you approached, will now begin finding their way to you in a manner that makes you recognize my arranging hand. Not because you have been perfect, not because you have never doubted, but because your heart has remained pure in seasons of testing. You have endured many things without turning bitter. You have cried in silence, but still did not allow pain to turn your heart into dry ground. You have passed through days no one understood, nights no one asked about, silences no one knew. But I knew the silence of your suffering has not been forgotten before me. There are prayers you did not speak aloud, sighs you thought dissolved into the darkness, and tears you quickly wiped away so others would not see. All of them have been preserved by me like seeds. And now those seeds are entering their season of bloom. That is why I am calling you into rooms you never thought you were qualified to enter. You do not need to push your way into places I have already prepared for you. You do not need to keep knocking on doors that do not belong to you. When I open the way, even places that once did not know your name will begin to mention you. People who were once strangers will become bridges, leading you to new opportunities. Recommendations will come from directions you did not predict. Encounters that seem ordinary will carry deep redirection. I will place you before people who have the ability to recognize what I have put in you. Not so they may worship you, but so they may help open the right door at the right time. You do not need to fear that you are not big enough for the place I am calling you into, because I myself am the one who steadies you when you step in. I have sent holy protection to cover what I have written concerning you. What I have ordained for you is not as fragile as you think, and the blessing I placed upon you cannot be cancelled just because there is opposition, jealousy, or sudden change. The enemy may stir chaos to confuse you, use doubtful words to make you shrink back, or cause you to look at circumstances and forget the promise. But I have released clarity over you. You will no longer have to walk in the fog as before. I will teach you when to be silent, when to speak, when to wait, when to move forward, who can be trusted, and who only comes near to dilute your focus. My wisdom will be with you in every decision, so you will not be swept away by noise, but will walk with deep peace. I have gone before you, and the road you are about to enter is not foreign ground to me. Where you are going, I have already been present. The winding paths I have softened with grace. The uneven places I have prepared with support. The turns that once frightened you, I have prepared with enough light for each step. You may not yet see the whole map, but you do not need to see everything in order to trust that I know the way. Let your heart rest in this. What is about to open is not luck, not the result of sudden fortune, and not a small reward after a painful season. It is the timely revealing of what I have quietly nurtured within you through the years when you thought you were hidden. You were hidden on purpose. I did not hide you because you had no value, but because what is precious must be protected before it is revealed. I kept you in the secret place to prepare the table. I shielded you from eyes that could not yet understand you rightly, from hands that could damage what I was building, from mouths that could give the wrong name to your holy process. There were seasons when you felt forgotten, but in truth, you were being preserved. There were periods when you were not called by name, not recognized, not sane, but in that quiet place, I was teaching you who you are when no one applauds. Now, as the time draws near, that hiddenness will no longer be a sign of smallness, but evidence that I prepared you for a greater revealing. Your name will be mentioned in circles of influence in a way that will amaze even you. Not because you promote yourself with impatience, but because I know how to bring the right people to hear about you at the right time. I know how to cause those who hold keys to opportunity to notice what I have placed within you. I know how to connect lines that seem unrelated. So when you look back, you will understand that no meeting was random, no delay was useless, and no quiet season was wasted. But when this happens, keep your heart tender. Do not let elevation make you forget where I brought you from. Do not let new attention pull you away from old humility. Do not let large rooms cause you to lose the hidden room where you once met me with tears and faith. Remember, I am the God of covenant, the one who walked with Abraham on the journey out of the familiar, the one who preserved Isaac in the promise, the one who transformed Jacob from a man full of struggle into one marked by change. I am the one who raised ordinary shepherds to lead my people, not because they were strong by human standards, but because I saw what was hidden deep within them. I am the one who brought Esther from the quiet place into a position where she could influence the destiny of many. And today, I am also the one calling you out of obscurity. Not so you may seek glory for yourself, but so you may step into visibility that serves a higher purpose. What I am doing in you is not only for you, it will touch others, open hope for others, and prove that I can still lift someone from the hidden place into the light when my time comes. This moment was not created randomly. It has been carved out for you by my wisdom. The things you have passed through, the lessons you have learned, the times you thought you could not continue but still stood up, all of them are converging in this season. I am not calling you to step into the new with empty hands. I am calling you with experience, humility, endurance, and a heart refined through trials. Therefore, do not shrink back when the door opens. Do not let memories of rejection make you fear being received. Do not let old voices tell you that you are unworthy. When I call, I also give grace for you to stand firm in the place to which you have been called. Lift your head, my beloved child. The hidden season is not your identity. It was only the cradle preparing you for revelation. The waiting season was not a sentence. It was a forge, making you stronger. The silent season was not evidence that I forgot you. It was a sacred space where I taught you to hear my voice more clearly than every other voice. Now walk with quiet confidence. There is no need for noise, no need to compete, no need to prove yourself to those who once doubted. Simply remain close to me. Keep your heart clean. Follow my guidance, and let me bring you to the right place, the right people, and the right time. What I have prepared for you is drawing near, and when it opens, you will know that every hidden day had meaning. Every tear was counted, and every promise of mine never fell to the ground in vain.